Jonnel Policarpio is an athletic 6'5" forward who recently played for the De La Salle Green Archers in college and was recently drafted by the North Lakes Road Warriors in the PBA. Jonnel likes to play fast running in transition using his athleticism, being able to bring the ball up and get quick points before the defense is set. He looks to initiate contact to draw fouls when driving to the basket. He has a quick first step and can use hesitations, simple left to right crossovers to beat his man off the dribble. His handle is good enough to get to his spots, and he also has spins, euro steps and fakes to evade his defender. He is quick to recognize and attack closeouts as well using fakes and quick first step. However, he does have trouble finishing through contact, lacking the strength to do so. He is able to finish using both left or right using scoops or underhanded layups. Most of his finishes are below the rim. Jonnel shot 57.6% from two-point area in the fill-all, finishing as the 5th best percentage in the whole tournament. Majority of his points came from the two-point area. Jonnel also had some off-ball movements in pick and roll, as well as cutting to the basket when the defense isn't paying attention in half-court or in transition. Jonnel has shown the ability to create shots and shoot off the dribble in the mid-range and from three-point area. Over 5 games, he shot around 50% from mid-range area off the dribble. His three-point shooting was not as good, shooting only around 17%. He uses simple right to left crossovers moving into his shot, or uses his handle and quickness to get to his area on the floor in the elbow for a fadeaway or shoot from the free throw line extended. In catch-and-shoot situations, Jonnel shot around 25% over 5 games. His misses tend to be both short and long, indicating a potential judgment issue in the shot or mechanics issue. His body tends to be square to the basket, and his elbow does not seem to be too far out. He starts his shot more flat-footed, which could lead to power issues, while his follow-through seems to be straight with his elbow only slightly above his head. He shot 54.8% from the free throw line throughout the tournament, but his soft touch from closer to the basket and willingness to shoot indicate some potential in his shooting. Jonnel showed potential as a playmaker throughout the tournament, making interesting passes. He can make simple touch or connective passes as well as some manipulative passes. On many of the passes he made, he would throw no-look passes to thwart defenders while keeping the offense moving. He also showed ability as a live dribble passer as well, being able to create openings for kickouts and dump-offs. Something he does is make defenders commit to him before throwing a pass, since he's a threat to attack or shoot.
Inside,
One thing Jonnel has a tendency to do is to drive into traffic. Since he mostly tries to misdirect defenses by not looking at his target, this can lead to situations where he is forced to make rushed passes in narrow spaces, leading to turnovers, or mistime his passing because his teammates aren't ready. Since he is able to handle the ball, he is also a threat as a passer in transition, keeping his head up and scanning the floor to make lead passes before defenses recover. However, he does keep a high dribble in transition, which could lead to some turnovers. Overall, Jonnel has shown great potential as a bigger playmaker due to his combination of size, ball handling and athleticism, being able to break down his defenders as well as showing some higher level passing ability as a wing. He has shown flashes of being able to play make and create offense using screens in pick and roll situations. As a defender, he is very reactive, swiping at the ball and passes the ball handler makes with active hands. He uses his quickness and length to get into passing lanes, baiting the offense by giving space. He averaged 1.2 steals per game in the Phil-All tournament. He also uses his length to bother ball handlers, constantly poking while not being afraid to dive for the loose ball. His ability to block shots in the tournament with his timing and anticipation combined with his length and jumping ability was prominent in the tournament. He finished the tournament ranked 10 in blocks per game. He showed ability to be a good help defender, coming from out of nowhere for some blocks or help trap ball handlers. As an individual defender, he has trouble keeping others in front of him, turning his upper and lower body with the ball handler. This footwork can leave him vulnerable to counters since he isn't able to keep his upper body square to the ball handler. Though not always, he can get caught on screens through bigger, stronger players. There are also times he can get caught off balance, playing more on his heels than toes. He does not appear laterally quick, having trouble keeping shorter players in front of him or preventing drives in a man-to-man situation. In the post, he is able to wall up, keeping himself straight up to make use of his standing reach and length to disrupt his opponents. He is tough enough to occasionally absorb impact with his chest in post-ups and stand his ground despite having a leaner build. In pick and roll situations, He mostly dropped on defense, which could lead to situations where opponents had wide open shots. In blitz or hedge situations where he did help, he was able to help deter ball handlers and create good defensive situations, though his lateral quickness might be what holds him back. Jonnel had a good motor fighting for loose balls and second chance points. On many of his drives he used his quick second jump and quickness off the floor to grab offensive rebounds for putbacks. He is very tough inside, willing to be physical for boards, and his jumping ability combined with good timing and reach allowed him to battle even with big men for rebounds. Overall, he does have some things to work on to truly transition to wing on an international level. He is a talented player, though his physical measurements are average internationally. He does have potential and a bright future in the PBA and maybe for Gilas.